Could this be the end of lotteries? Starting today, no one needs luck anymore to win the lottery. This new loophole discovered by NASA is going viral and has already made 293 new millionaires in the last 60 days. Take a look.
32 days ago, I was completely broke and more than $100,000 in debt. But today, I have a 500-acre ranch in Montana, the Ford F-250 King Ranch I always dreamed of, and millions of dollars in my account, all just from using this lottery loophole as soon as I found out about it.
For a long time, I believed the only way to win the lottery was with luck or those illegal methods. But everything changed when I watched a video on the internet showing how to use a new AI to predict the winning numbers without relying on luck. He called it the lottery gap. At first, I was skeptical, but after I decided to try, I hit 4 numbers in the first game, and the following week, I won my first jackpot.
And to show how anyone can use this lottery gap to predict the draws even today, we've brought here the very creator of this AI, Dr. Leonard Voss. Now tell us, Doctor, how is it possible for an AI to predict the numbers so accurately, and how can people at home test this?
A lot of people forget this, but lottery games are really just number combinations, and when it comes to numbers, nothing beats the power of artificial intelligence. That's why the AI I developed allows anyone to hit the draws with just 3 clicks, no luck needed. And that's also why Powerball is doing everything it can to stop more people from finding out about this. But I won't let them silence my discovery. That's why I sent your production team the video, showing exactly how anyone can access this AI today and hit at least 4 numbers in the next draw. And if by any chance someone uses it and doesn't win at least $50,000 in the next draw, just send me a message and I'll personally send you $10,000 out of my own pocket, alright?
Dr. Voss, you made a very bold promise. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're ready to test this AI and hit the next Powerball draw, pay close attention to the following video from Dr. Voss with the step-by-step guide. Check it out.
I've already won the lottery more than 38 times, and now I'm going to show you how any regular person can do the same. It's ridiculously easy. There are people hitting 4, 5, 6 numbers a week. We're not talking about tricks. We're talking about data that repeats itself. AI does everything for you. You just press one button, choose the lottery, and that's it. You can even start thinking about the outfit you'll wear to pick up your prize. It's the best way to make quick and honest money in 2025.
Ladies and gentlemen, today our interview is with Dr. Leonard Voss, the man behind the AI that's going viral on TikTok for predicting lottery numbers without relying on luck. With over 47 years of experience as a systems developer, author of the New York Times bestseller AI Jackpot, he became a billionaire after winning the lottery 38 times in a row and is now dominating America's top headlines with this astonishing accuracy. And after showing how any American can use this AI to predict the winning numbers with just 2 clicks on their phone, hundreds of Americans are hitting the jackpot and receiving prizes of $50,000, $100,000, and even millions of dollars every week. It's no wonder even celebrities are calling this new AI a true lottery gap and the best chance to make money and retire as early as 2025.
Dr. Leonard Voss was one of my greatest mentors, and when he told me about this new AI capable of predicting lottery numbers, I knew we were looking at one of the biggest gold mines of the century.
It's not magic, it's math. If I were to die tomorrow, the one thing I'd want every American to know is about this new AI that predicts lottery numbers without relying on luck.
When I saw that video on Facebook, I thought it was just a scam. But after I tested that lottery AI, I hit 5 numbers right away. I paid off all my debt, and now I live peacefully on a beautiful farm.
I just won $500,000 in the lottery using AI. It still hasn't sunk in.
I still can't believe this happened. I never thought I'd one day receive over $350,000, but after I tried this lottery gap and hit 5 numbers, I have no words to express my gratitude.
What would you do if you had access to an AI capable of predicting the next lottery numbers? And yes, as unbelievable as it may sound, if you watch the next 3 minutes, you could be just days away from winning $50,000 or more on Powerball. It's no wonder even President Trump has already commented on this AI.
A lot of people have been asking me about this AI that predicts lottery numbers, and I'll be honest with you, maybe for the first time since the Bitcoin boom, we're seeing an opportunity this big, this simple to make money. The best way for Americans to retire in 2025.
Since this new AI went viral with over 12 million views and helped hundreds of Americans win without relying on luck, Powerball and Mega Millions themselves have been doing everything they can to stop more people from finding out and cutting into their profits. That's why we can't guarantee how long this interview will stay online. This might be your last chance to take advantage of this opportunity. So, if you're ready to start receiving lottery prizes every week, pay off your debts, provide safety and comfort for your loved ones, secure your retirement and the future of your children, grandchildren, and even great-grandchildren, then pay close attention, because today's episode is about to begin. Dr. Voss, it's an honor to have you here today.
Thank you, Diana. The pleasure is all mine.
Dr. Voss, you've already hit the winning lottery numbers 38 times. You've won 13 jackpots across different state lotteries, and even multi-state ones like Powerball and Mega Millions. And all of this after discovering this new artificial intelligence that's been changing the lives of hundreds of Americans recently. But before we reveal how our viewers can also get access to this AI and hit the lottery as soon as this week, I have to ask, what does it feel like to go from absolutely nothing to becoming the man who's won the lottery more times than anyone else in the world?
For me, it felt like lifting a ton off my shoulders. Before I discovered this lottery gap, I was at rock bottom. 5 kids to support, debts that felt never-ending, and as if that wasn't enough, one of the saddest moments of my life, my dear wife Lucy had just received a terrible diagnosis, a tumor in her lung.
Oh my God, that's terrible. But was it reversible?
Yes, if you could afford it. The surgery to remove that tumor cost $500,000, and with the salary I was making at the time as just an average systems developer, I would have needed to work 5 full years without spending a single penny just to have enough money to pay for the surgery that could save Lucy. And at that moment, with bills piling up, no credit from the banks, and time working against the life of the person I loved most, that situation seemed completely hopeless. And the truth is, I never dreamed of being rich, you know? All I had was that typical American dream: retire with dignity, see my kids go to college. That was my biggest wish. But no matter how hard I worked, it seemed impossible to give my family the comfort and security they deserved. Back then, I used to joke that my only chance to change my life was if, by some miracle, I hit one of those lottery jackpots.
And look where you are today. By the way, back then, were you one of those people who played the lottery every week?
Absolutely, Diana. My wife and I had been playing the lottery every month since we got married, more than 20 years ago. But to be honest, we never won anything, not even a single number. Still, hitting one of those $1 million prizes was always a hope, you know? I think that's the dream everyone has when playing the lottery. And well, during that same difficult time in our lives, I remember seeing the news that the Powerball jackpot had passed the $2 billion mark. Everyone was talking about it at work, at the barbershop, even on the streets. That's when I pulled my last $40 out of my pocket, bought 20 tickets at the nearest convenience store, and filled them out with whatever came to mind. My car's license plate, my wedding anniversary, my kids' ages, even our little dog Toby's birthday.
So that's when you hit the jackpot for the first time?
Hit it? Not even close. Out of all 20 tickets I bought, I didn't get a single number right. In fact, I remember watching the news that night. The winner was Edwin Castro in Sacramento, California.
Well, we finally know who won last November's record $2 billion Powerball lottery. His name is Edwin Castro.
Wow, I remember that was the biggest lottery jackpot in history.
And not only that, Diana, that wasn't Edwin Castro's first, second, or even third time winning the lottery. It was his 7th. I mean, how is it possible for someone to win the lottery 7 times? If the odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are about 1 in 292 million, just imagine the odds of winning it 7 times. How does someone win the lottery 7 times, while millions of people play their whole lives and never win even once? It just didn't make any sense to me. And that's when everything changed. Because after I started researching these lottery winners, I realized there was a small group of people winning 3, 5, 7, even 10 times in very short periods. Cases like Christina in San Francisco. She won $7 million after winning 3 times. Or the case of a man from New York who first won $4 million and then the following year won another $17 million prize. And one of the most bizarre stories I've ever heard, a man from Boston who won the lottery 27 times, collecting $121 million in just 15 months. Diana, this couldn't have been pure luck. And that's when I decided to uncover what was really making these people win so many times, while others couldn't even match 2 numbers. And that's when I realized that yes, there is something far beyond luck that none of these winners talk about openly. A gap in the lottery system. A gap so obvious that when I discovered it, I felt embarrassed for not having taken advantage of it earlier. And in the next few minutes, I'm going to show exactly what this lottery gap is. And I'll prove that anyone watching right now can use it to win their first prize within the next 5 days.
Wow, even I have to admit I'm excited to try this after today's episode. But tell me, Dr. Voss, discovering something this powerful, I imagine it wasn't easy, was it?
Actually, none of this would have been possible without my dear wife Lucy. Even while facing the scariest diagnosis of our lives, she did everything she could to keep our family going. And to help with the household finances, she worked as a cashier at a gas station convenience store, one of those that sells hundreds of lottery tickets every day, you know? And that's when I had one of the best ideas of my life. Look, as an experienced systems developer, I knew that the ticket verification system in the store was directly connected to the National Lottery Database. In other words, inside that very system, it should be possible to access data like the history of winning combinations, drawing times, and especially the contact information of the winners. And that's when I made one of the boldest requests I've ever made to Lucy.
When Leonard told me it was possible to access the data of the biggest lottery winners through the store system and asked me to do it, I won't lie, I was really scared of what could happen. What if it was just another crazy idea, or worse, what if for some reason it got me fired? We already had so much debt, and if we had to rely only on his salary, I didn't know how we would survive, but above all, I always trusted Leonard. I knew he wasn't trying to do anything wrong. He just wanted a chance to pull us out of that desperate situation.
That was truly an act of bravery. Lucy was very smart to trust you.
If there's one thing I was lucky about in life, it was having Lucy by my side, Diana. She's always trusted and supported me through everything, and that motivated me even more to find a solution that could save her life, that could give her the full security and freedom she deserves. Something I believe we all want for our families, right?
Absolutely, Doctor. And what happened after you talked to her?
Well, Diana, Lucy discreetly managed to show me a report with the contact information of 38 of the biggest lottery winners from recent years. And as soon as I had all those contacts in my hands, I started calling each one of them to learn more about how they played.
But Doctor, I've heard that many of these winners become very private and rarely talk to outsiders. How did you get them to talk to you?
Honestly, I was already expecting that, Diana. After all, when someone wins millions in the lottery, all kinds of people suddenly show up pretending to care, just to try and take advantage. I say this from personal experience, and believe me, this is something you'll also need to be ready to deal with, because once you start using this lottery gap exactly the way I'm going to show you, and start seeing $50,000, $100,000, or even millions of dollars landing in your account every week, it's only a matter of time before a bunch of so-called friends start showing up asking for your help. A little loan here, a small $10,000 favor there. That's why, right from the start, I explained that I wasn't interested in their wealth. I was just a curious systems developer, and most of them didn't mind sharing how they placed their bets, especially since many were already retired from playing the lottery.
Interesting. And what did you discover?
This is the most shocking part. Out of the 38 winners I spoke to, 36 were using formulas that, while not identical, shared a pattern that increased their chances of predicting the drawn numbers, what I later named the lottery gap. Honestly, it was so obvious that I even felt stupid for never having noticed it after all those years of playing. But the numbers were there, and numbers don't lie.
That's incredible, Doctor. So is that when you started playing using this same pattern?
Actually, not quite, Diana. To be honest, I didn't have the time or the money to test all those formula combinations until I found one that was truly accurate. I needed something that would work right away. And as hard as it was to admit, I knew I couldn't develop that idea on my own. That's when I decided to make a post in a tech group on Facebook and shared the data I had gathered about this lottery gap.
So I imagine a lot of people wanted to join the project, right?
That was exactly the reaction I was expecting, Diana. But in reality, it didn't quite happen like that. In fact, many people started making jokes, thinking it would never be possible to beat the lottery without relying on luck, or simply that it would be a complete waste of time. But after my post went viral in several groups, I managed to catch the attention of America's most renowned artificial intelligence expert and recent Nobel Prize winner, Dr. Geoffrey Hinton, or as he's also known, the godfather of AI.
Wow, that's amazing, Dr. Leonard.
In fact, I even asked him to record a video explaining more about the discovery we made regarding the lottery gap.
As an artificial intelligence expert, when I saw Dr. Leonard's post about everything he had discovered regarding this lottery gap, I knew we were on the verge of something revolutionary, a true end of luck when it comes to winning the lottery. After all, what many people forget is that lottery games are nothing more than combinations of numbers, and when it comes to numbers, nothing can beat the power of artificial intelligence.
That's fantastic, Doctor. So you teamed up to develop a new artificial intelligence?
Exactly. We took the 36 formulas shared by the winners and turned that human knowledge into an artificial intelligence capable of accurately predicting upcoming lottery draws. From that point on, everything changed. We started comparing my AI's predictions with the actual lottery results to see if they matched. Whenever the predictions were wrong, I would adjust the formula and run the next draw through the AI again. And that went on for about 7 months, many sleepless nights, until one day, it finally happened. I was on my 63rd attempt and had just predicted the numbers for the latest Mega Millions draw. As usual, I went to the website to check the official winning numbers, but this time, what I saw nearly made my heart stop. The AI I was testing had correctly predicted 5 out of the 6 numbers. In other words, if I had actually purchased a ticket using the numbers the AI had predicted, I would have won a $524,000 prize.
Wow, 5 numbers on Mega Millions? I'm impressed, Dr. Voss. If it had been me, I would have been completely frustrated for not having bought that ticket.
Yes, I won't lie. At first I was really upset. That prize would have completely changed my life. It would have paid for Lucy's surgery, and there would still be plenty left over. But despite all the frustration, one thing became clear. The AI we had been developing for months was finally ready. And from that point on, it was just a matter of time. I started buying tickets with the numbers it generated, and 5 days later, I was already standing in line to claim my first prize, $32,000 for hitting 4 numbers on Powerball. That was already more than my wife and I made together in 3 months of work. And it didn't stop there. 11 days later, it happened again. We hit 5 numbers and won our first big prize, $248,000 on Mega Millions. And as if that wasn't unbelievable enough, just 23 days later, we won our first Powerball prize, $22 million. All of this because I stopped playing based on luck and started following the numbers the AI was showing me.
Fascinating. It's like you had an answer key with the winning numbers even before each draw, right?
Exactly, Diana. At the end of the day, the lottery is just a game of number patterns. And when it comes to patterns, AI can see connections that the human brain could never identify on its own. It's like trying to find a needle in a haystack, except in this case, the AI scans the entire haystack in seconds and hands you the needle. The AIs run every possible probability calculation and deliver with precision which numbers are most likely to be drawn. And with that, hitting 4, 5, or even 6 numbers in the lottery has become so simple that even a 5-year-old could do it with 3 clicks on a phone. Numbers never lie.
That's true. Now, Dr. Leonard, after winning the lottery so many times, I bet a lot has changed in your life, right?
Look, I have to admit, seeing all that money in the account was surreal. But the most important thing wasn't the amount. It was what it it represented. For years, all I wanted was to give my family the comfort and security I never had, and now I can finally do that. The first thing I did was secure Lucy's surgery at the best hospital in the country, and thank God, everything went perfectly. Today she's 100% cured, strong, healthy, and with a sparkle in her eyes that I hadn't seen in a long time. We moved from a modest neighborhood in Dallas to a beautiful home in Highland Park, one of the safest and most prestigious areas in Texas. We have a mansion with plenty of space for when the whole family comes to visit. Since I've always been passionate about sports cars, I now have a garage with 12 cars, worth over $10 million combined, and my dear Lucy now lives the queen's life she always deserved. She can now shop for clothes, handbags, and even luxury furniture that once seemed out of reach. In fact, to celebrate our kids' birthdays, we gave a BMW M3 to the oldest and an Audi S5 to the youngest. But you know what really changed? My family and I gained quality time together. That's something people don't talk about, but our most valuable asset is time. And with a busy routine, working all day, rushing to pay the bills, we never had the chance to focus on what matters most, and only money can give you that. Today, Lucy has time to care for the family, play with our grandkids. My kids now study at the best universities in California. No loans, no debt, no fear of the future. And even our grandkids already have a $200,000 fund each. I don't want anyone in my family to go through the struggles I went through.
Dr. Voss, I have no words to describe how incredible this is, but there's a rumor I need you to clear up for our audience. Is it true that after winning so many prizes, the FBI actually opened an investigation against you, suspecting fraud because you won so many times? How exactly did that happen?
Actually, it was a very embarrassing situation for the investigators who tried to accuse me.
We conducted dozens of tests with our forensic team, and what we found was that Leonard Voss committed no crime. He simply used advanced artificial intelligence to identify number patterns, something that, until then, no one believed was possible. The lottery companies themselves never imagined that AI could achieve this level of accuracy. But the truth is, predicting the results has become technically feasible and completely legal.
No matter how hard the investigators tried to accuse me of something, all they ended up doing was proving the power of the artificial intelligence we developed to win the lottery in a 100% legal and honest way. All I did was combine math with the power of artificial intelligence. And when you do that, winning the lottery stops being luck and becomes pure logic.
That's surreal, Dr. Voss. And I've heard rumors that even Powerball and Mega Millions tried to buy your AI for $30 million. That offer alone shows how well it really works, right?
Actually, after my 27th win, my phone wouldn't stop ringing. Calls, messages, strange invitations. Until one day, I received a message from one of Powerball's top executives. He wanted to schedule a meeting with me and said he had an offer I couldn't refuse. At the time, I thought it would be something positive, maybe a special award, a tribute, an invitation for a commercial. But what happened that day was very different from what I expected. Luckily, I managed to record our video call.
Dr. Voss, I'm impressed by how many times you've managed to win the lottery using this so-called artificial intelligence. How is that even possible?
It's incredible, isn't it? When it comes to numbers, nothing can beat AIs.
You've got to be kidding me. Let's get straight to the point, Dr. Voss. Your AI is crushing the profits of Powerball and Mega Millions. And frankly, we don't want this kind of technology spreading. So here's the offer. I'm authorized to offer you $30 million to buy the rights to your artificial intelligence. Exclusive control. You'll never have to work again. Your family will have comfort and luxury for life. Everyone wins. Do we have a deal?
You're telling me that people should keep blindly hoping to win the lottery just so they can keep losing while you line your pockets with their money?
That's how the world works, Leonard. And I strongly suggest you accept this offer right now.
I don't agree with any of this. This was my discovery, and no one can take it away from me.
I hope you fully understand the consequences of playing the hero, Leonard. Just know that things won't stay like this.
My God, Doctor, that's terrible. I don't even have words to react to the dirtiness of these industries.
As soon as I walked out of that office, it hit me. They were scared. The truth is, they couldn't do anything against my technology. On the contrary, if they tried to silence me or sabotage this technology, they would basically be publicly admitting that this AI really works. And if that happened, the media would be all over it. Public opinion would turn against them. It would be the beginning of the end for traditional lotteries. After all, who would keep blindly betting if they knew there was an AI capable of predicting the numbers based on pure mathematics? So, instead of selling my creation to them, I made the decision that changed everything, to turn this AI into the most accurate weapon ever created against the lottery system, to refine every formula, to test every pattern, and to share it with everyone who's tired of being scammed by this corrupt system. For that, I assembled an elite team of dense programmers from MIT, specializing in artificial intelligence. Together, we patented this exclusive technology and gave it an official name, Lotto Cash. With Lotto Cash, you no longer need luck to win the lottery. Starting today, anyone with access to Lotto Cash can have the odds fully in their favor to win the lottery every week. It doesn't matter your age, whether you've ever played the lottery before, or even if you barely know how to use a phone. Lotto Cash was designed to be simple, straightforward, and powerful, so you can focus on just one thing, using the combination with the highest chance of being drawn in the next game. I'm talking about prizes of $8,000, $40,000, even $100,000 or more straight into your pocket in a matter of days. And well, you might even hit $1 million jackpot sooner than you think.
That's surreal, Dr. Voss. Can we show our viewers how Lotto Cash works behind the scenes?
Of course. Let me show you on the screen. Look, first, you need to log into your Lotto Cash account. Next, you'll be redirected to the main dashboard. Here, you'll find real-time updates on all lottery results, upcoming draw dates, and AI-generated number combinations. It works with Powerball, Mega Millions, Cash 4 Life, or any lottery you choose. This time, let's select Powerball. Now, all I need to do is click the Smart Pick button, and the AI will instantly generate the number combination with the highest probability of being drawn in the next game. Here, this is our combination. Now, all you have to do is copy these numbers, fill them in on your lottery ticket, and wait for the draw to see your prize. Pretty simple, right?
Wow, it's stupidly easy. Are there already people using Lotto Cash?
Absolutely. There are already people who've become true millionaires with Lotto Cash. In fact, I brought a video here from my neighbor Ben. He has a story that always moves me. Take a look at this.
When Dr. Leonard told me about Lotto Cash, my life was pure chaos. I was about to lose my house, my mortgage was overdue, bills were piling up, and the worst part, my wife was pregnant with twins, and I had no idea how I was going to afford taking care of them. I still remember the day Leonard saw me crying on the sidewalk. At that moment, he told me about Lotto Cash. I had nothing left to lose, so I decided to give it a try, and thank God I did. Today, my life has completely changed. My family is safe, I bought my dream house, and I never have to worry about money again. Now I'm making $40,000, $50,000 a month, and honestly, that's more than enough for me. I'm just truly grateful for this system, really.
The crazy thing is, he's still my neighbor, only now we both live in an upscale neighborhood.
It's wonderful to see good people winning in life. In fact, our production team pulled up a video that's been going viral with over 12 million views online, where a user tries to expose Lotto Cash, but the results leave him speechless. Check this out.
Okay, I've been hearing about this new AI called Lotto Cash for the past few days, and according to the news, it's supposed to predict lottery results. And today is the day I finally test if it really works. Here's the AI, and I'm going to bet exactly on these combinations for tonight's draw. I hope this isn't just another scam.
Alright, so here we go. 1927. Alright, so we got 19, 27, 30, 50, 68, and the Powerball is number 14.
Alright, so here we go. The bets are in. Let's see if I'm lucky today, if that's even what I need. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I am a little nervous, but here's the moment we've all been waiting for. So let's check it, let's check this out, Alright, here we go, First number, we got the first number. Oh, we didn't get that one. Okay, we didn't get that one. It's alright. We got the third, Can we possibly get the next one? We got it! Oh man! Did we get the Powerball? Are you kidding me? This is nuts! 5! We got 5!
Jimmy, you know I've always loved betting. I've been playing the lottery since I was 20, and to be honest, I never won anything. But then I saw this Lotto Cash blowing up, decided to give it a try. And man, for the first time in my life, I hit 4 numbers on Powerball. First try, man, $68,000.
After that, I started sharing my discovery online, and it went viral on social media. Hundreds of people started using Lotto Cash, and the results have been simply amazing. I'm talking about people who had never won anything before, now cashing in prizes of $7,000, $12,000, even $86,000 in just 3 days.
I'm still amazed at the accuracy of Lotto Cash. Seriously, I've never seen anything like this being launched here in the United States. We're talking about a technology that actually gives people a real chance to win, not just once, but multiple times.
Actually, I developed Lotto Cash alongside an elite team. In addition to Dr. Jeffrey's help, who's a true tech genius, I also had the collaboration of mathematicians and AI engineers from Stanford and MIT. Some of them worked on the development of Google, iOS, and even the Windows system itself. The kind of brilliant minds you don't see on TV, but who move the world behind the scenes. And what we created together was something truly unique. So unique that we've already patented it and legally secured the entire Lotto Cash structure. You won't find anything like it anywhere, no app, no system. And with that, we've also protected the entire structure so no one can take it offline. Lotto Cash operates 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, analyzing a database with all official lottery results since 1985. Almost 40 years of real results, stored, organized, and mapped into patterns that no human being could ever perceive on their own. Not even a genius like Albert Einstein could do this manually, but AI can. This is the biggest flaw ever discovered in the history of the American lottery, a true gap that went unnoticed for decades and that now can be used by anyone anyone with access to Lotto Cash.
So, does this mean I'm going to win every time I place a bet using Lotto Cash?
Well, the math doesn't fail, so it's impossible for you not to win your first prize in the coming days. In the worst case, it might take 1 or 2 weeks. Even though the AI we developed already does 99% of the work for you, winning a Powerball or Mega Millions jackpot is a bit more complex. But what we've seen are users reporting prizes of $7,000, $9,000, or even $11,000 within their first 7 days using Lotto Cash. And from there, it's basically just a matter of time before the bigger prizes start coming in too.
That's already amazing, and I bet everyone watching right now is eager to get access to Lotto Cash and start winning these numbers in the next few days. Tell me, how can people at home access Lotto Cash?
Great question. Right now, access to Lotto Cash is limited to only 1,000 simultaneous users, and that's intentional. Our system is extremely powerful, but it also demands a lot of processing performance. So, to maintain the quality of the predictions, the speed of the calculations, and to prevent prizes from being split among too many people, we decided to limit access to 1,000 active accounts. And most importantly, each spot, once activated, is yours forever. As soon as you sign up for Lotto Cash, that spot becomes exclusively yours for life. No one else can use it unless you choose to sell or give away your license. In fact, many of our first users, who have already become millionaires with Lotto Cash, have sold their accounts for a fortune. Others preferred to give their spot to their children, grandchildren, or family members as a true legacy of financial freedom. Right now, we have 915 accounts already taken. That means there are only 85 spots left. These are the last lifetime licenses before the system reaches its final user limit. And today, for the first time, we're making these last 85 spots available exclusively for those watching this broadcast right now.
You guys really thought of everything. This is an incredible opportunity for everyone watching right now.
And look, even after everything I've shown here, I know some people may still have doubts, and that's understandable. For years, we've been conditioned to believe that the lottery is just luck. But because I have complete confidence in the technology behind Lotto Cash, I want to do something different today. I'm offering you full access with no commitment for 60 days. That's right, you'll be able to use the system, generate your numbers, and collect your own prizes with no risk, no pressure. And if, for any reason, you feel that Lotto Cash isn't exactly what I promised here, even if you've already won thousands of dollars with it, just send me an email with the subject refund, and I will personally authorize a full 100% refund of your investment. No questions asked, no hassle. That's my ironclad guarantee. And can I be honest with you? No user has ever needed to request that guarantee. And if there's anything fairer than that, I don't know what it is.
Incredible. Now I truly understand why you believe so much in Lotto Cash. This could really be a life-changing opportunity for someone. So, how can people claim one of these last 85 licenses and start using Lotto Cash today? An AI with the power to predict lottery numbers? I imagine it's not cheap, right?
Whenever someone asks me that question, I like to answer with another, very simple one. If $32,000 landed in your account every month without fail, what would you do with that money?
That changes everything. I think I'd start by saving more for my son's college fund. I'd take a family trip every month just to create memories we'll never forget. And who knows, maybe I'd move into a bigger, more beautiful house, just like I've always dreamed of.
Okay, now tell me, how much would you be willing to invest for that kind of change? Would you invest $5,000 in something that would give you at least $32,000 back every month?
Absolutely. I'd pay with a smile and would have already made 6 times my investment in the very first month.
So now comes the good news, because Lotto Cash isn't going to cost you $5,000. My goal here isn't to take money from anyone. In fact, after winning so many times, money is the least of my concerns these days. I've even stopped playing the lottery altogether. So my only goal now is to stay busy doing something I love while changing as many lives as possible. And to prove that, I'm offering an exclusive deal to everyone watching this interview today who wants to claim one of the last 85 Lotto Cash licenses. Listen carefully. I'm about to offer the lowest price in Lotto Cash history, because to celebrate these final licenses, you won't have to pay $5,000, $3,000, or even $1,000, which was the original price of Lotto Cash. Instead, the only thing you need to invest today is just enough to cover your access to our secure servers and our 24/7 support team ready to help you. So, that being said, today only, right here on this page, you can secure your access to Lotto Cash and start winning your first games in the next few days for an investment of just $197. And as if that wasn't enough, if you're one of the first 10 people to claim your Lotto Cash license as soon as I release the button below this video in the next 5 seconds, I will personally send you an instant $5,000 transfer, just as a gift for your determination to take action quickly today. If you're ready to change your life, this is your chance, because the last 85 Lotto Cash licenses are now available. Click the button below this screen to secure your access to Lotto Cash right now.
Guys, did you hear what he just said? This might be your only chance to join Lotto Cash. All you have to do is click the button below to secure your spot before it's gone. And look, this opportunity is much more than just access. It's an investment. Once you start winning the lottery, people are paying thousands of dollars just to buy access like yours.
Oh, and I almost forgot to give this warning. If you click the button below and get redirected to a red screen with a padlock symbol, that means the last 85 licenses have already been claimed and you've missed your chance. But if it works, I advise you not to waste any time.
And what do people at home need to do after clicking that button?
After clicking the button, you'll be redirected to a secure, encrypted platform to complete your payment. None of the data you enter will be stored, and I won't have access to any of it. All your information will be fully protected by law. Just fill out your information and confirm your spot in Lotto Cash to receive instant access and start predicting your winning numbers today. And of course, remember, every investment you make today is fully protected by our 60-day bulletproof guarantee, which means if, for any reason, within the next 60 days, you feel that Lotto Cash Cash didn't meet your expectations, just send an email to our support team with the word refund, and I will personally return every cent you invested today. It's that simple. Either you use Lotto Cash to transform your life and start earning at least $32,000 a month, or I give you every cent back. Just click the button and claim one of the last 85 licenses right now.
Guys, I honestly don't know how anyone would even consider missing out on this, because to be really honest, the real price of not taking this opportunity is staying on that tightrope, hoping nothing goes wrong at the end of the month, trying to juggle bills, groceries, entertainment, and let's be real, that ends up costing way more than anything Lotto Cash could ever charge. Honestly, this is by far one of the biggest opportunities to make legal, fast, and completely safe money I've ever seen in my life.
And as if that wasn't enough, I've also prepared 4 exclusive, completely free bonuses for those who secure a Lotto Cash license today. The first bonus is called Instant Jackpot. With just one click, you'll get access to the most sought-after lottery draws in the country, the ones with the highest potential for you to win a major prize. If you want to boost your chances of hitting a big prize sooner, this tool is essential. I personally always keep an eye on the best opportunities, and trust me, it really works. The second bonus is Real-Time Winner. Now you can see all lottery results from across the country in real time, all in one place, with a search function to make things even easier. And here's a feature I think will quickly become your favorite. The software will send you a notification every time you win a draw, so you never forget to check the results and never miss your chance to claim your prize. Because believe it or not, many people forget to check and lose their winnings. And honestly, this will be your favorite notification from now on. The third bonus is the Lottery Updates tab. With Lotto Cash, you'll get daily updates on upcoming draw dates, current jackpot amounts, previous winning numbers for any lottery in the country, and even hot news that can help you make even better bets. All this with just a tap on your phone or laptop. The fourth bonus is called Millionaire Investments. If you really want to make big money and ensure your lottery winnings keep growing on autopilot, especially if you want to secure a comfortable retirement and build a financial legacy for your children or grandchildren, you need to know the best investments, interest rates, and brokers to make your money grow exponentially. This is exclusive knowledge that only a select group of millionaires shares among themselves. But since you're about to become one of us in the next few months using Lotto Cash, I'm giving you this information as a welcome gift. To be honest, if these 4 bonuses were sold separately, they would cost a total of $540. But just for securing one of the last Lotto Cash licenses today, you'll get all of them for free, instantly. Just click the green button below to claim one of the last Lotto Cash licenses now.
And my access to Lotto Cash will be lifetime?
Absolutely. Your access to Lotto Cash is unlimited, with no hidden fees and no additional payments. As I said, your investment today is only to cover the use of your own server and help maintain our 24/7 support team, ready to answer any questions you may have. And one more thing, here's a little secret I hope the lottery companies never find out. What we're doing today is just the tip of the iceberg. Next month, I'll be meeting with a group of former jackpot winners to add even more features to Lotto Cash. These special features, which I can't reveal just yet, are designed to dramatically increase your chances of winning even faster. Unfortunately, once these new features are released, joining Lotto Cash will never cost less than $5,000 again. But if you want to secure access to all these future updates for free and before anyone else, take one of the last Lotto Cash spots today by clicking the button below.
Honestly, this opportunity is so good that many people might have lost track of everything they're actually getting today on this page. Could you recap everything for us?
Of course, by securing one of the last 85 licenses on this page, you'll receive immediate full access to Lotto Cash, so you can start generating your lottery picks and winning your first prizes within the next few days. In addition, I've also reserved 4 exclusive, completely free bonuses for those who take action and claim one of the remaining licenses today. Outside of this page, these bonuses would cost $540, but by securing one of the final licenses, you'll get all of them for free, included with your Lotto Cash access. On top of that, by joining today, you'll receive lifetime access to all future updates and features that will be released on Lotto Cash, completely free of charge. And of course, your investment today is 100% protected by our 60-day bulletproof guarantee, which means if for any reason you're not satisfied with Lotto Cash within the next 60 days, just contact our 24/7 support team and we'll instantly refund every dollar you invested today. If there's a better opportunity than this, I've never seen it.
Dr. Leonard Voss, we're coming to the end of our interview, and my production team just informed me there are only 11 licenses remaining for Lotto Cash. For those who still haven't secured their spot, what should they do next?
Well, from here, these people have 2 choices. The first option is to leave this page, ignore all the statistical proof and real testimonials I've shown in this video, and continue playing the lottery based purely on luck. And of course, you might win something someday, but let me remind you, your chances are 1 in 13 million. And to be brutally honest, most people who believe they'll be the one to hit the jackpot end up dying without ever matching a single number. And worse than that, the cost of doing nothing can end up being much higher. Statistics show that debt levels in the US continue to rise every year. The cost of living keeps going up. Medical expenses are skyrocketing. And guess who pays for all of it? You and the people you love most. When I was broke and living paycheck to paycheck, I was terrified of the thought that my wife or children might need medical help, and I wouldn't have the means to pay for it. The idea that I could lose a loved one simply because I didn't have enough money haunted me. I know it's hard to hear this, but sometimes we need to face harsh truths in order to finally take action. What I'm offering you today isn't just a way to make money or become a millionaire. That's simply the result of math doing its job over time. What I'm really offering you today is the opportunity to protect your family and your future generations, to give them financial security and freedom so they never have to struggle again, so they know they can count on you, that you're the hero of your family, and that thanks to the decision you're about to make today, you've changed all of their lives forever. But for that to happen, you need to make a decision today. The decision to take the second path, the smarter path, the path to claim one of the last Lotto Cash licenses and seize this opportunity to secure your family's future and give them the life they truly deserve. To finally be sure your retirement is guaranteed. You don't have to want to be a millionaire. That's not the point. You just need to want to give your loved ones the very best, secure your future, and live a life with no regrets. None of us want to be remembered as the person who kept missing opportunities. Because believe me, when things get tough, the last thing you want is to regret not taking action when the opportunity was right in front of you. And even if you claim your spot today and change your mind later, that's fine. After all, you're 100% protected by our 60-day money-back guarantee. The choice is now in your hands. Choose the smart path for yourself, for your future, and for the people you love. Click the button below and claim one of the last Lotto Cash licenses now.
Leonard, it's been a pleasure having you here for this interview. I'm certain that today our audience has received one of the greatest opportunities of the 21st century for those who truly want to achieve financial freedom and secure their future. I'm looking forward to hearing the success stories from those who claim their spots today, and I truly believe in your mission to help as many people as possible.
The pleasure was mine, Diana. I truly hope everyone watching makes the best decision today and finally reaches all the goals they've been dreaming of. Take care, and I'll see you next time.
Leonard, while we still have a few minutes, our team has gathered the most frequently asked questions sent in by our viewers about Lotto Cash. Would you be open to answering them?
Of course. I want everyone to feel 100% confident in their decision to secure Lotto Cash today. So let's go ahead.
First question, isn't the lottery completely random?
No, that's something a lot of people misunderstand. The lottery is a system created by humans, and anything created by humans can contain flaws. That's why you occasionally hear stories of people who found a lottery gap and won a fortune as a result. A few years ago, a group of MIT students did exactly that and won about $8 million. They faced some investigation, but they weren't doing anything illegal. They simply discovered a flaw in the system. In fact, there are many similar stories, but it's important to remember that what I'm showing you today is completely legal and ethical. It's not cheating. It may seem strange to win so frequently, but you're not doing anything wrong.
Second question, how can I use Lotto Cash to win the lottery multiple times?
Using Lotto Cash is super easy. Even a 5th grader could do it. First, log in and select your favorite lottery. Then, use the Smart Pick function, which automatically generates up to 10 number combinations you can play right away. That's it. Of course, there are also more advanced features, like the Powerball Frequency Analyzer or the Hot and Cold Numbers Tracker, which you can use to boost your chances even more. But let me be completely honest with you. You won't win every single time. Even multi-time lottery winners don't win every time they play. However, by using Lotto Cash, you can turn your odds from highly unlikely to extremely high. And that's how you become the next jackpot winner.
Third question, how much money can I expect to make using Lotto Cash?
I like to tell people to expect an average of around $20,000 per month. Some months, you may win less. Other months, you may win much more. Typically, you'll aim for 2 substantial wins per month. One major advantage of this system is that you usually don't just hit 1 or 2 numbers. The predictions often match 4 to 6. That means the prizes you win tend to be much bigger than just a few $100s.
Fourth question, what are the terms of the guarantee?
Again, this is very simple. You get Lotto Cash right now by clicking the button below. Then, use the system for a full 2 months and see how much money it earns you. If for any reason you change your mind, just send me an email and I'll refund every cent of your investment. You have 2 full months to try it out, completely risk-free.
Fifth question, can I use Lotto Cash from any country?
Currently, Lotto Cash is optimized for official US lotteries. If you're in the US, perfect. It works flawlessly. If you're outside the US, you can still use the system to simulate or track results, but we recommend playing in lotteries that are compatible with the draws analyzed by Lotto Cash.
Sixth question, do I have to play every day to win?
No, you can play whenever you want. Some users play twice a week, others prefer to follow all the smart picks daily. The frequency is entirely up to you. The important thing is to follow the predictions and stay consistent.
Seventh question, how will I know if spots are still available?
Simple, just click the button below this screen. If you're taken to the access page, it means your spot is still available. But if you see a red screen with a padlock icon, it means you waited too long and all the licenses have already been claimed.
Eighth question, can I share my access with a family member?
Since your spot is lifetime and non-transferable, we recommend the access be for you only. However, if a family member wants to play as well, you can purchase a new license while spots are still available. Keep in mind that many users in the past have sold or gifted their licenses. Today, they're worth a fortune.
Ninth question, do I have to pay any monthly fee or extra charges?
Never. Your access is lifetime. You make a one-time payment today to cover operational costs and get unlimited access forever.
10th question, is Lotto Cash legal? Is there any risk of being banned?
Lotto Cash is 100% legal. It's not hacking, it's not cheating, and it doesn't break any rules. It's simply advanced statistics being used in a smart way. In fact, what we're doing is exactly what the lottery creators fear, which is someone understanding the system better than they do. Now, all that's left is for you to make the smartest decision and secure one of the last available Lotto Cash licenses while they're still open. Simply click the green button below, fill out your information on the next page, and you'll get instant access. It's that simple. Well, at this point, I believe the remaining spots are already being claimed. Those who acted quickly will have gotten in on time. A big hug to all of you, and see you next time.